Warning. This game's setting revolves around an active Middle East combat zone and contains references to extreme violence, graphic content, and other mature themes. Listener discretion is advised.
The Rancor's Brothel presents.
Want some whiskey in your water, sugar in your tea? What's all these crazy questions they're asking me? The craziest body that could ever be. Don't turn on the lights 'cause I don't wanna see. Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way to have fun, son.
Iconoclasts, a campaign of horrors modern and ancient.
Open up the window, let some air into this room. I think I'm almost choking from the smell of stale perfume and the cigarette you're smoking. That scared me half to death. Open up the window, let me catch my breath. Mama told me not to come.
Hi everybody. They didn't even give me an opening to work with, so you are about to get dropped directly into Grady ranting about scheduling. Enjoy.
Fuck. Well,
It usually happens at the end of the session.
I know, but it's like we have just never been able to maintain a cadence with this game. I pity any person that comes back and tries to listen to this in continuity. You know what I mean? Because to them, it's literally been 30 seconds since the last episode. Like every once in a while, we're like, it's been a while, guys. I'm like, it's been 2 weeks. Refer to your notes. Don't be a jackass. But then every once in a while, it's like, it's been, 87
We played
years.
once in 8 months,
Right.
which is the exact accurate.
Really, it's that bad, huh?
In
Wow.
April, we played
Yeah.
once before your daughter was born. I want to say like into July.
Yeah, I think we tried to,
right.
yeah.
It was between softball and soccer.
Yep.
That's all I know.
Yep.
I live by sport now, not by year or month.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like the
Dad life.
And it's always gymnastics season.
in addition to that, as I was explaining to the guys ahead of time, my almost 2 years worth of notes also have vanished from my iPad, which is super cool. So I've got a hasty note of what happened last session, which is approximately 12 words. So we're going to start there.
All you need to know is Monster Flay's party. So
I guess you don't have to worry about getting too drunk to be able to read your notes.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Because first off, I haven't had any booze yet, which is shocking to me. And you're right. There's only 12 words to read here, so there's not a lot to go off of. I did, however, in consulting with my notes, one thing I did remember is I have been promising Schroeder a clue that I could not figure out what the fuck I wanted to give him for like legitimately 18 years now.
Yeah, I think because I crit.
It wasn't even for this game.
Yeah.
Schroeder, you get to spend a fate point. For Al Rabini, something that he's been looking for a while because he's not in Mosul. So this happens at some point, probably we're May 19th is the date that I've got right now. You knew about this. You've been looking into it. You finally figured out the witness who saw the attack on the 25th of March. Because you've looked into that several times to try and identify who that person is. Mm-hmm. You now know that it is, I'm going to go with Nalin, Nalin, Halabaji. And you know where that person is. You can identify where they are at in Mosul, and you could communicate that to the team if they want to follow up on that.
Which one was the 25th? Was that the initial one we played through?
No.
No, that was 2 days after. I believe the assault on, or the attack on Rassams was the 23rd, I think.
I have to look, but yes, I believe that it's ballpark. Jeff's very close. The 20.
When you say witness, do you almost mean survivor of the attack, or is it something separate?
This is someone who, like, you picked up phone chatter of like, hey, they found a flayed body. You'd been looking for that person because that person had popped up on social media. You finally figured out who that person actually was and have identified. I think I gave you guys a sheet on this. It's the An Nabi Yunus district, I believe.
That's where the survivor's at.
That's where the incident occurred.
Oh, okay.
He now
That's the one with the 7 members of a family that were found flayed?
No. Which document are you looking?
That one that's got the listed.
It would be the first one listed for the 25th. The 0641. No, sorry. The 0148.
For my benefit, could you read that out loud?
That was the one where an ISIL fighter was found skinned in the Ananabi Eunice district. The fighter who discovered the body was unable to give a statement. So this is somebody outside of the guy who was unable to give a statement.
Or is this that?
No, this is somebody different.
Gotcha.
I've hinted about this before, and I could never find the exact spot in the book that I wanted to. But this is basically someone that you guys, if you wanted to follow up and potentially interview or question this individual, now that you're in Mosul, you know who this is. You know that they saw something because they've talked about it and it's been noted. But
Gotcha. And they live in that district or whatever still?
Close, which that district is basically right in the neighborhood, I think, of where the guys are at right now. I need to look and see if it actually shows it on the map. I meant to look earlier and I did not. But I think it's up there like northeast of the bridge that they went across. My son literally is walking around taking pictures of the entire house for some weird reason. If you look at the map of Mosul and you see the ruins of Nineveh are Al-Thar, go down like 3 boxes and you'll see Al-Nabi Yunus. Although it's spelled a little bit different.
It is spelled.
I don't know for sure, but that's going to be my best guess. Okay. Close that door back.
I think so. I think he said that. Are we at the university? Where are we
Yeah,
at?
you have just split up at the university. The university is on the other side
So it's
of
on the
ruins.
opposite side of the ruins in Nineveh.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Cool. I wrote down my super secret clue.
Sorry.
So, I don't know if we want to talk to the team in Mosul. We want to refer to, Mosul University is like, if the ruins of of Nineveh are the center of the clock, Mosul University is like at the 11 o'clock. That district is like
I showed him
6.
yeah.
And I think the hospital is like noon, 1 o'clock, I think is kind of what we sort of figured out. One of the hospitals.
Yeah.
There's another hospital clear on the other side of town that you guys could, that is noted on there as
It's
well.
the one we almost involuntarily visited.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
No, I mean, I think Gal Rabani would obviously relay the information about the person of interest
Sure.
to the team that is currently inside Mosul.
Yep. So you guys have that potential lead if you wanted to follow up on that instead or as well or whatever. Just reading through the book some more, I went, oh yeah, this is the clue I've been wanting to give them as a potential lead. So which team do we want to follow?
Who split up? Let's figure out who's with who.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
So Captain Dan and Landry are at the University of Mosul, and Jennifer Olson and Warner had basically dropped them off. They're headed to the hospital was the thought.
Yep.
I don't remember exactly why you were going to the hospital. I think you were looking for someone.
Survivors. Yeah.
From our Psalms.
Gotcha.
But if we get that intel, then we might change course. I don't know.
That would be a relatively significant distance to travel.
Yeah. Dangerous too.
Yeah. Dangerous with just 2 of us, I would assume. But I might have to remember to sit up.
Yeah, because I think that the group of 3 took the car. I think you two, were literally dropped off at the university to explore the university. Because I don't think there were 2 vehicles. I think you guys all crammed into one vehicle.
We have one.
Yeah. Was Kasim with us?
No,
Well, I'm trying to figure out.
Kazim was on his way back from London.
Got ya.
I think we were trying to establish if Rassam had any colleagues at the university, right? Or was that the University of...
He would have had ties to the University of Mosul, but I think more of it was Baghdad, maybe. He obviously had ties all over the region. I guess I can start with some of the information on the University of Mosul, just so that you guys know. The University of Mosul was built in 1967, so it definitely has a modernist look. It is not, it is not an old antediluvian sort of college establishment, right? Like 90% of it is poured concrete, modern-looking buildings. Obviously, one of the 2 most prestigious centers of learning in modern Iraq. So, Baghdad and Mosul are going to be your 2 largest sources of sort of modern education and advanced education. The campus would boast at full capacity approximately 30,000 students. It is clear that the liberal education provided is not something that ISIL endeared themselves to. You can see that several buildings have been burned, destroyed, shot up. knocked over with bulldozers. There are, armed jihadis walking around. The campus relatively would feel like a ghost town because there's got to be a fraction of the number of people. You can tell some of the buildings have been boarded up.
Are we sure that we had Mary and Jennifer go to the university?
You had Captain Dan and Landry go to the university.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the women would not be allowed at the university, I would imagine.
No,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Yeah.
That is one of the reasons why I do remember that you guys split up, is because you two thought you would blend in a little better, even if they pleaded as being part of the Alcanza Brigade.
Yep.
You also know that there have been reports of active resistance based out of the university. In all likelihood, the Mosul battalions are probably loosely connected to the university, whether or not they actually are housed there, whether or not they're mostly comprised of younger folks and students, former students. You're not 100% sure. You did talk to, I think it was Hamed, which is one of the family members in the house that you are currently staying. And he had sort of pointed you in that direction as well.
Was he the eldest son?
Yes. Yeah, 2 sons and a 16-year-old daughter.
I think we also wanted to find out more about the ruins of Nineveh since they're so close to the university. I think we talked about that. Possibly somebody with inside intel about them.
Wherever you'd like to go.
And then the actual hospital was the furthest from where we were staying, though, right?
That was
even
the
further
furthest
than the university.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's what we established in our slightly fictitious version of Mosul.
So we could, might be a long shot, but we could hit up the university archives for the years that Rassam worked there, because we have that information. He spent, looks like 30 years at the University of Mosul from 67 to 97. That's pretty large body of work to sift through, but just a thought.
What are we going for as far as Rassam's connection?
Great question. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, ultimately, what's our goal with anything at the university?
Yeah.
Like, are we trying to establish potential allies? Are we...
I think that's why we initially wanted to go to the university.
Yeah.
Well, we know something's going down at the ruins. We know about this cult now. So those are 2 pieces of vital information that we're lacking. What's the connection with the ruins? What might be going on there? And what's this cult all about? Do they have any political connections currently?
Because partly wasn't understanding that the guy that we tried to take out, who was head of their intelligence group, Al-Jabiri, didn't he order a bunch of people out of the ruins of Nineveh after a firefight, right?
No, before. The firefight happened after he ordered military and police out, I think it was.
Correct.
Right, so his super secret squad was in there fighting the something. So us knowing that there's a cult, right, is our guess that his super secret squad is part of the cult? Or are we thinking that, like, the people at this university who might have been studying other things might be part of that cult?
His group and him are the 2, I can't talk. They've been connected to 2 of the main locations that we know that this thing is attached to. He and his guys were at Rassam's. He and his guys have something to do with Nineveh.
Right.
So,
and I think from what we know of the cult, right, they were protectors. They were trying to keep this entity contained, right?
No. The Sons of War were not the guys who were keeping it contained, I don't think.
Separate, then we're talking about 2 different factions.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was some textual stuff about priests containing it and how they contained it and so on and so forth, but those are not inherently the Sons of War.
Okay.
I would like to point out that if you want to feed, obviously you are in communication with the team back on the air on base. So if this does provoke things that then you want Rabini or a couple of the others to actually look into, that's roles that Rabini can be making to do more spooky spy shit. Now that you have better ideas, if there are more definitive questions you want to answer that can be done through Tradecraft or SIGINT, think about that as well. If you want to contact the CIA and say, okay, hey, what about this? Hey, what about that?
Oh yeah,
you don't necessarily have to do that on the ground.
What happened with them? I remember somebody got killed.
Who? What happened with who?
You guys don't remember this?
Oh, I think that was the British version of who murked someone, right? The British version of
no,
Delta
Green killed Hastings' mentor. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe,
yeah. For asking questions.
Okay.
Yep.
That was Delta Green that did that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we talked to the Cowboys through Tor.
Right.
That's why Hastings defected.
Yeah.
And then we had leverage over.
The tour stuff was by far the best part of this game, though.
It really was. That was good.
And we had leverage over Irene.
Yeah, we tried to use that. And
It hasn't worked out well so far.
it just pissed her off.
But she did contact us with information about something. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, because she needs dead jihadis.
We're just laughing at foreign policy stuff.
Now I want to know. No, just
The president of South Korea said he's very sorry for causing anxiety from declaring martial law.
Because people are burning bodies in the streets.
wow.
Oops, my bad. Didn't mean it.
Wow.
It was a peaceful gathering. Simple misunderstanding. Oopsie poopsie. So yeah, you do have the ability to do that as well. As you start to look around the University of Mosul, you can easily tell that probably 75 to 90% of the campus is shuttered up, burned, looted, off limits.
Does it look like it's like obviously people have evacuated and moved out, or is it like shuttered up? Like
No, there's still portions functional. It depends on what you guys want to do. I don't want to force you to do things, but if you like walk around, you could get a lay of the land if that's kind of what you want to do.
Well, as we're walking around, I kind of want to look for signs of resistance. Like in other games, it's like thieves can't. These signs are up that you could, if somebody knows what they're looking for, they would see this and know where they should make contact.
No, it makes sense. I don't know how you would know that, but it makes sense that you're looking for it.
Yeah,
No,
what?
I'm just wondering. I couldn't remember if the Peshmerga had ties to people at the university or not.
I don't think so. Let me look. I don't think so, though.
I mean, obviously, I know about like kind of quote unquote safe house where we're staying, but I couldn't remember if there were other.
You would think that some of their ultimate goals overlap, but you wouldn't necessarily like the whole point of the Mosul battalions is to free Mosul, right? The Peshmerga have interests that go beyond whether or not Mosul is a free city. Like it's better for them if Mosul is a free city, but they have their own political interests.
Right.
So if they have people in the Mosul battalions, it would be partially for their own information and self-interest.
Okay.
You wouldn't think that's something that they would give up if you pushed on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just didn't know if they
didn't direct you there.
Yeah, based on that, you would think that they just kind of drop them seeds every once in a while to help them along and let them do their thing, and hopefully something good comes out of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Without having to risk any of their assets.
I mean, war by proxy, yeah. You know. What the hell do you call that? There's a term for that. Cargo war? There's a term for that.
It's just called proxy war.
Yeah.
No, there's some sort of slang word for proxy war. I can't think of what the fuck it is though. It's a fun word. That's why I was trying to think of what the hell it was. So yeah, what would you like to do?
We're doing the university right now. So Captain Dan and
Landry.
Armchair fight, puppet war, back alley brawl. That's an interesting one.
That is an interesting one. Oh, I'll think of it.
or
I like that one.
Theater somethings. Theater. I can't remember.
As Captain Dan and Landry begin walking around, you can tell that it is an active place because this is a base for ISIL, which makes sense. If you needed a place to store people in bunks, in barracks, whatever, the university could serve as a place. Either one of them have, I don't remember what the roles are in this game. Shoot.
Don't forget your Mosul pluses.
Yep.
That's true.
Captain Dan has navigate.
I assume one of the military sciences.
Yes.
Which
Land.
Landry have any military sciences?
Land.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think it would be fairly obvious because I assume both of you have a decent enough percentage in both of those.
63.
This is serving as a barracks, which makes sense because you've got bunks, you've got housing, you've got, some of that already pre-set up. They just moved in, set some shit on fire and threw up their flags, right? Easy enough. But as you're walking around, you begin to notice that certain areas are still, the certain parts of the colleges that are still open kind of paint a picture. The College of Medicine, the College of Dentistry, the College of Pharmacy, the College of nursing appear to be active. But, places like the colleges of sciences and stuff like that appear to be very busy in a manufacturing sense.
Oh.
They make a drug lab out of the university today.
I would guess explosives.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the sense that, especially there's significant armed ISIL presence in those areas. You get the sense that probably some of the students are being held hostage specifically to cook up IEDs, prepare weapons. So it is not being used in an educational sense by any stretch of the imagination.
Well,
The only education going on is that of the medicine variety.
Students are learning how to repair an AK-47.
That is a valuable life skill.
You hit it against a wall.
So that's sort of what you notice as you go.
So what kind of a lead did the son give us here?
As I recall, he knows that resistance fighters are housed there. Like they are running it's a lot of space, and even ISIL isn't controlling all of it. So they're not just like ISIL is using it for supplies and to store fighters. The Mosul battalions are probably utilizing it for similar situations.
Okay, then we would start looking for buildings without the armed ISIL presence.
Okay, sure.
If anything, you can see if there is a library there and then see if we got anything on the ruins.
The library is a smoking pile of rubble.
That's kind of what I figured.
It has been burned and bulldozed.
Figures.
It ceases to exist. I don't think it technically counts, but search rolls?
Yay, fundamentalists.
Gotta love book burners. They're the best.
Op 4.
4 is really good.
If only you rolled that on an awareness check. You got to use
12.
Come on, old man. You can do it.
I can't see it in there.
It's a cool die roller, but
It is.
It looks fantastic, but
it's just like
It's not
Lucas's
super
dice.
practical.
it's fundamentally flawed in one aspect, and it's the ability to read the fucking dice that are rolled to it.
It's also flawed in that the base inside is not flat. It is raised so it rolls to the corners and sits on a corner of the
An
die.
hour and some sandpaper can't take care of.
Yeah.
You both pass.
Yeah.
You don't see any obvious sign, but you do see that there are more than enough places where this kind of stuff would happen. You can see like signs where people are probably occupying things for a short time and then disappearing. So there's more than enough space in between the ISIL patrols. They do not have this locked down. They have no military decorum. They have no organization. They do not have the campus locked down at all. And you are seeing not necessarily open signs of resistance, but you are seeing places where like maybe an ISIL flag was hanging on the wall and it was torn down, or, things like that. Small things. But it does make you believe that the battalions probably are here.
Okay.
But probably constantly moving and decentralized and...
Correct.
Who's got the elder sign?
Mary.
Mary does. Okay. Just curious. I just remembered, oh shit, we took that with us.
A couple people know how to cast it, I think.
2, yeah.
I think Captain Dan does.
Mary and who else?
Captain Dan, right?
So, doesn't sound like there's really much of anything useful at the university, but
It's not sounding like it.
you guys are in close
We are
proximity
very
to the
close.
ruins and you're military trained. Do you think a little bit of recon might be?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. We can definitely move to the ruins of Nineveh, unless we want to do the hospital next. Anyone particularly care?
I don't
Wherever you want to go.
Don't care.
Okay. Just to, because he spends some time talking about Nineveh, because I think if there was one thing Glancy is very upset about, it's about what ISIL did to Nineveh, which, as a history person, 100% agree. So on the banks of the Tigris, surrounded by the suburbs of Mosul, it was Nineveh was the capital of the Neo-Assyrian Empire from 911 to 609 BCE. One of the greatest cities of the ancient world. It was first settled about 8,000 years ago. Nineveh is based on a fish goddess, which was later identified with Ishtar from as early as 1800 BCE.
It's the city of Starbucks.
It's a site of worship of countless gods. It was given as the home of the biblical Jonah, the capital of the Assyrian Empire. They expanded Nineveh until it was devastated in 612 BCE during the fall of the last Assyrian Empire. It was only in the mid-19th century that it began to be excavated by the British in 1847 and 1849 specifically. He discovered the lost palace of King Sennacherib and the famous library of Ashurbanipal and brought 22,000 cuneiform clay tablets back to England in the British Museum. He found the Temple of Nabu, 7 miles of walls surrounding the city, 15 great towered gates, and tablets containing the Epic of Gilgamesh. During the regime of Saddam Hussein, it was subjected to a great deal of modern reconstruction, including great sections of walls and many of the great gates. The Ba'athist regime emphasized it as a tourist destination, which the first Gulf War really kind of screwed up, as did the U.S. invasion of Iraq in 2003. Nineveh, throughout the last 10 years, is in terms of in-game time, 20-some years in real life, was pretty much looted entirely of artifacts to sell on the black market. On June 10th, 2014, ISIL finished its conquest of the city of Mosul. Because of the extreme vision of Islam that they follow, it did not permit the existence of other religions. So it destroyed many of the 300 Assyrian artifacts held in collection at the Mosul Museum. It demolished the Nergal Gate, the Nabu Temple, the Ishtar Temple, the Palace of Ashurbanipal, and many of the excavated and rebuilt ruins.
So smoking husks of our ancient treasure.
Correct.
Pretty much, yeah.
But one of the things that that I should mention is if you haven't looked up how big this is, I mean, it's massive. What they say, 15 miles of gates. Like, this is a massive site. And ISIL just drove a bulldozer through all of it. Wow. So from Mosul University, you can probably see the ruins actually, because it's like,
I mean, they literally butt up against each other on the map.
Right. No. And then looking at a closer map that I can't show you for reasons, it is like literally it's like a 4-lane highway away. Like it, you could be there in a few minutes, but it is a massive open space. On the north side is particularly the Nergal Gate and the Adad Gate. Most of the sort of like
Covered in pestilence.
yeah, Nergal.
I was more interested in Adad.
As in winds unknown to?
Yes.
The southwest corner is actually where most of the excavated ruins were. So like the Temple of Ishtar, the Nabu Temple, the Palace of Ashurbanipal, all of that's in the southwest corner. So if you guys basically just come out and investigate the ruins, you've kind of got the Adad Gate and the Nergal Gate. The rest of it is halfway around, if that makes sense. Mosul University is like at the 11 o'clock position of the ruins of Nineveh. Most of the things to see are at the 7 o'clock.
The other side.
Right.
Gotcha.
It'd be a bit of a hike on foot. It's doable, but it'd be a bit of a hike on foot to see it.
So like how much did they bulldoze? Was it just the religious spots, or is this like an open pile of rubble that we're able to see through?
I mean, a lot of it is an open pile of rubble, but I cannot emphasize enough how big it is.
Right.
They took down a lot of the big things. So a lot of the gates and structures, they just bulldozed them completely under.
So like if we go and explore this, is it going to be very obvious, hey, there's two guys out in the middle of this parking lot?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
It is something that probably during the day is not like, you probably don't want to be like urban exploring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You would probably want to go
Click, click, click.
you feel like it'd be real easy to shoot you
Yeah.
from quite a distance away.
Gate of Adad. Found it in. No, I think your guys' military training would probably afford you the reasonable acumen to be able to recon.
Oh,
that
we're going to
without-
look like we're going to be sitting fucking ducks if we walk out here. Oh, maybe we should totally wait.
Yeah.
No, it's easy enough for you guys to go over there and just kind of see what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, there's no way that ISIL is covering this entire space all the time, but it is massive ruins.
But anybody looking out the window of a building is going to see your ass walking up there in the middle of the day.
Correct.
Makes sense.
Actually, I really want to see this from a real satellite image because, this picture is impressive.
It probably looks a lot the same.
Because, I'm sure. 1, 2, 3. It's like 6 city blocks long and like 8 city blocks wide. Like, it's fucking huge.
Wow.
I mean, if you think about it, if it's 15 miles of walls around it, would that be like 3.5 miles square, 3.5 miles in a square, basically? You know what I mean?
So
I don't even think you can see for 15 miles.
Does there seem to be a readily available place for us to post up and wait for evening without by either hiding or just going somewhere to not be weirdos?
That is
Yeah.
literally.
It's fucking huge.
Well, yeah, but I'm looking at it. It is a patch of sand in the middle of Mosul.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the same map. It's fucking huge. Like I said, I bet it's easily 3 miles
Oh, yeah.
on each side.
No problem.
And what's sad is if you look at the pictures of what they bulldozed under, it's disheartening. Mm-hmm. Because I don't remember if it's the Nurgle Gate or one of the other gates, but like it was gorgeous.
Holy shit.
In case you were wondering, the Nineveh city wall is closed.
Like right now.
Good to know.
You know, as far as tourist destinations would go, I would love to go to like a really historical, like Mesopotamia style place. I don't know that Mosul's on my list, but it would be cool to go to something and see, like, that was what was really cool. Well, you and I were both in England, like to walk on a city street that you knew was paved like 1,400 years ago.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Just
Something
like
we're
lean
not
up
used to
against
as
the building
Americans.
and know it's like 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
It's a 5-star review 2 weeks ago. They visited on a weekday. There was no wait.
Hey,
I want to go check out some of these sites that they're uncovering in the Amazon, like that are far older than they originally anticipated.
Oh, really?
Like the dawn of civilization over there.
That's cool.
remember urinating on a castle that was easily 1,400 years old. And knowing I was not the first man to do it and would not be the last.
Beautiful continuity of
The
human
real
piss.
question is, which number American were you to do it?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I have no doubt. It's right in the middle of town. There were no public restrooms. 100% everybody and their brother has done it.
Yeah.
Got honked at by people going by, just waved. Obnoxious as fuck.
Yeah, we're notoriously great tourists.
You were probably standing nearby when it happened, so
Probably. I'm a shy pisser and I couldn't do it.
so
You
yeah,
and me both.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'll piss on your shoes right now.
the ruins of Nineveh are massive, so narrowing it down would probably be useful. Otherwise, you're just literally walking across, 12 square miles more of ruin.
I mean,
I'd say.
we really want to see if there's any activity there, right?
Mm-hmm. So, Jeff, you said you caught a specific place you wanted to visit in there. Did we hear something about Adad?
Idea roll for Al Rabini. I'm not sure it's Al Rabini, but I like making Al Rabini roll. Don't ask me why. Idea roll is not this game.
No, it's an int roll, right?
Yeah, int by 5 is fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it. Almost, 16 of 80.
I believe, you can quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe you guys set up wireless cameras. I don't remember if it was Rabini that did it or if it was a character Daniel was playing, but I know that at one point you were talking about cameras.
We were going to take the stuff in with us to set up.
Mm-hmm.
I set up a cellular sniffer. I don't know about a camera. I know we were going to try to tap into the CCTV feed for Mosul.
And we also talked about tapping into the data at the hospital.
Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like you guys had the ability to set up a couple of cameras. So when you're talking about surveillance, I didn't want you to forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You took somebody took a bag of tricks inside. I don't remember who it was.
Yes, I do remember something about that.
I know that
don't
Olsen
remember
had a bag of
exactly.
tricks because she's the only one that had electronics and stuff. I can't remember
I think
if
that's
I
why
rolled
we
this.
took her specifically.
Yeah.
The other thing to keep in mind, of course, is that if you say, hey, we'd like surveillance on this, you can contact the outside and see what does the CIA have? What can we get through the military? What's going on? What can we see via satellite? So you have those options as well.
Yeah. And I think we specifically decided not to send the drone in, though.
Probably wouldn't last long.
Yeah.
There are a lot of drones. That was something I do remember reading when I was doing research. Like strapping a bomb to a drone and flying it into things was very much
There's a good chance that that Mosul is the origination of the suicide drone
Oh, yeah.
that is now prevalent all over the world.
I mean, it's a really effective way to deliver the payload, I suppose.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper than a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn. The amount of shit that I've seen. You just watch those wars on specific social media. It's just.
This
Yeah.
one was.
It makes the production of what was that movie that we ended up watching?
Mosul.
Was it called Mosul?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes that shit look like it was nothing.
I believe it. So that's going to take you guys some time.
Yeah.
Obviously, to scout out all that. Hospital team.
Sure.
Still going to said hospital?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Dan seems pretty gung-ho about hospital, so.
Yeah, I really want to find these survivors. So we're using the cover of humanitarian aid to So I think, we probably just introduce ourselves and make sure that we're asking about maybe any unusual diseases or casualties affecting people that...
What's the security look like? I mean, are we walking past armed ISIS fighters at the front of the hospital?
I would presume so, yeah.
Okay.
I think it would be interesting because you would think that hospitals would be something that they would secure for sure, but hospitals also need to have at least some autonomy to run. You know what I mean? So they're not. Yeah. They're probably going to be dogs at the gate. I don't know how much control they would have over how the hospital would function, if that makes sense.
And the only reason why I bring it up is because this hospital is the one that's actually further away from all the Dabiq and like all of the actual ISIS strongholds in the southern part of the city.
Correct.
So, but yeah, I think Warner is State Department focus on relief aid.
Okay. And
he is a medic, so.
Who was going to talk their way in?
Oh, wasn't it going to be Jennifer? She's your more talky type, I thought.
Yes, she is.
Or I think she's probably your persuade one. I imagine the bureaucrats, probably Olsen.
I remember we talked at one point about dressing her up as a man.
In the car.
Disguising her.
Yeah, we were in the car, but we didn't do it.
Okay. I didn't know if doing that going into something like the...
I think they'll be okay here. Okay. The thing is with the cover identities, Olsen's got the humanitarian aid. I wrote down archaeology for Jennifer. So, but I haven't burned any of those. Well, no, I did. I burned her archaeology when we were at the other university. The other cover.
We had separate covers for inside Mosul.
Yeah, we've got so they would be like Al-Qanza brigade officers.
Oh, okay.
Which is the all-female fighting force.
Mm-hmm. So then we've got to run with that going into a hospital then.
At least at the front door. If we're stopped by ISIL.
We had two covers for Mosul, right?
You've got a bunch. I think technically you have 5.
Yeah.
I would make one of them a guy. She's got disguise, right?
She does. Yeah.
Yeah. Because otherwise she's going to be useless as a talker.
You have a citizen of the Islamic State. You have an inspector from Al-Hizbah or the all-female Al-Qanza Brigade. You have an officer of Amin al-Dakili, which is the Secret Service for maintaining law and order. You have Amn al-Askari, which is reconnaissance and special operations, assigned from Raqqa to Mosul. And Amn al-Dalwa, which is in charge of finding traitors and spies, assigned from Raqqa to Mosul. So yeah, you've got 6 covers, which is a regular citizen, morality and religious police, law and order, reconnaissance and special operations, counterintelligence, and secret operations conducted outside the caliphate.
Lowest risk could be just a citizen. I'm sure that place people are in and out all the time, visitors.
Yeah, but if we're going in there looking for survivors from Rassam's place, the ones who root out traitors, I can't remember the name you just read.
Amn al-Dalwa.
Yeah, a cover in there would be ideal because that whole site was targeted by them. There'd be a good reason for us to go in there looking for those people.
That's a good point. Once you get inside, you'd have a lot more authority.
I got a 50 in disguise. That's an 87 roll.
I don't think you roll it until somebody questions you.
Well,
so pick those fucking dice up.
Don't get questioned. So you're going into the hospital as what now?
If we've got the covers to burn, then yeah, I say we run with that on Wadala.
Al-Dawa.
I think I just sent you a picture of all the cool. It wasn't a great photo. A slightly better one.
Don't look, it's a dick.
I just cut off bottom of the bottom.
It's just a picture of him going.
It's a gif of me helicoptering.
There's nothing I need less in my life.
You know it's gonna make you smile.
You know you make me want to shut my heels back and hold my hand back and.
I'm Al-Dawa, based in Raqqa, part of ISIL Secret Service.
But who are we looking to talk to?
The survivors, specifically survivors of this entity attack.
Okay, so you're not going in expecting to find X, Y, or Z person. Okay,
we had heard something about survivors from Rassam's at this hospital. Okay. That's why we were coming here.
Gotcha.
I guess
I think there was also some survivors of an attack within Mosul who were taken to a hospital, but I don't know that it's this one.
would we know of anybody other than the names from the attacks, like the family names? Would we know of anybody specifically from Rassam's that we could?
We would know
Did we know our characters' names, didn't we?
We knew our characters' names. We were introduced to the members of Amaldalwa who went in there, and we were introduced to the members of the Rassam household.
Yeah.
So any of those, we would have an idea
his
of who
niece,
they were.
his butler, they can be here.
So we need to get our hands on the registry, basically, not be asking. We just need to figure out who's in what room. I'm pretty sure Mary could handle that.
Yeah. I have a feeling that Staff Sergeant Warner is more or less just here for if shit goes to hell.
That's an intriguing thought. So yeah, you go, if you want to look specifically, you can look for specific individuals. Now, who? I'm trying to remember.
Are we in communication with you,
Rubini?
Rabini?
We can be.
Okay.
You have something in particular you're looking for?
Just if like I need you to access these names and stuff while we're looking for them.
Okay. Like if you tap into something and you're feeding me registries to basically filter through data.
Yep.
I'm sure I could do that.
Or you mentioned that having somebody on site and jamming something into the local device would give Rabini access.
Yeah, we could.
I thought
Yeah.
that's what he was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, and she would have it because she has all the radio transmitting and cell surveillance equipment. So she could set up a link pretty easy. So yeah, we need to find the servers for the hospital.
It's got a whiff of lime.
Would it have to go into a server, or would it be something that could be hacked in from any
remote site?
Or any terminal within the system?
Usually those are just dummy terminals. Like
Okay.
they're just hooked into the system. So we would have to get to the server room if we want to access.
Okay.
If it's set up that way. It might not even be local in Mosul. I don't know. Might go to some other building.
I think that is something that Rabini could look up ahead of time.
What?
How the structure is set up, because that would have been public record.
Yeah, no, finding out the structure of the building is.
Well, the structure of just how the system's set up. Yeah. We would know where the hub basically is.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I'm thinking like a main networking closet or something like that within the hospital.
Yeah.
I think it's more a question of how you choose to get in. I don't think any of that is particularly difficult. You're going in as Amn al-Dalwa and you're forcing your way into computer systems. I don't think that that's unreasonable.
We can make up a story about how we thought the recent incursion might have compromised security.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would say you're able to plug in. I don't think there's any issue with that whatsoever.
I'm sure you could always use the aerial bombardment at the site later on as like concerns that somebody on the team that originally went there leaked information to the outside, and that's why they attacked. When it was just us who went there to do it.
Pull records on some nurse that works there and plant shit. We have a reason to go there now.
So we're going there then. We're going to ruin somebody's day.
Just look around. I don't like the cut of your jib.
It sounds like something
Ruin
the U.S. would
somebody's
do
life.
anyways.
Yeah, right.
Fuck it.
Have any of you watched Lioness? No, it's on Paramount.
Plus. I almost did. I haven't watched it yet.
The way that they treat assets in that show really kind of opened my eyes to how things in this would go.
Yeah.
It is those aren't people. Those are
Their assets.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
That is the most impressive thing I've seen you do in a DG game in forever, which is like, yeah, plant evidence on her, burn her ass, and then let's use that as an excuse to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Delta Green approved. Roll sand. Little do you know. Oh, you rolled poorly? The nurse that you planted on is pregnant. And now they're tasing the shit out of her. Way to go, Jeff. Because if you want to be sadistic, I can be sadistic just right back.
Captain Dan's adapted to violence. It's all good.
I guess ruining somebody's career is a lot less
Oh
violent
shit,
than
Warner's adapted to violence too, and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, no, you guys are
Cool.
nasty motherfuckers. Yeah, no, if you want to be tapped into the hospital, yeah, I think that's easy enough to do. I don't think there's any easy.
I mean, with the intent of finding these people. That's the end goal.
yeah.
So
No, you're tapped in.
Cool.
I don't know if there's a particular person you're looking for specifically.
I think we're just trying to find out what names of people are actually alive and or here.
yeah, I would cross-reference all those family names from the attacks with anybody on the register for the hospital.
Okay.
Just think of me as a data catalog, and I'm just going through, here's all the names we've ever written down ever. Any of them match any names here.
Associated with attacks.
Correct.
I will look. I don't think anything's popping up right away, but you have access now. So
Okay. As well as the survivors from the original.
I don't know if they'd still be there 2 months later.
Don't know. Depends on how fucked up they
No,
got.
but there would be records.
Yeah. No, there would be records. I'm trying to remember who opened the amphora. Do you remember, Jeff?
That would be my character, Gokhan. I think his name was.
Okay.
If I remember correct, I went, and Dan dragged me to the truck, and then the video cut.
I just thought of something. So if those initial victims of the attack at Rassam's were brought to this hospital, what did they do with the bodies?
Oh, you mean the actual ones that were killed? Mm-hmm.
I do feel it important to remember that you have seen, you have been investigating bodies floating down the river. So
It's true. Surely that's not from the hospital.
yeah, so they made it to the
See a couple
hospital.
guys out back.
Seen Sweeney Todd, right?
Well, I say that, and I've seen those guys out back of hospitals during COVID chucking bodies into refrigerator trucks. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Happens. Yeah, who do I want here?
Yeah, there were also 8 ISIL fighters were found skinned in the streets. 3 others escaped with injuries and were transported to Alcanza Hospital. We should find out who those guys were because 2 of the other guys in the group went missing. If we can find out something about that.
Yeah. Which one? Which is there a date on that, Jeff?
It was 27th
Of
March.
No, 26th. I'm sorry.
oh, you're good. Close enough. I guess. Okay. 2 went missing and 3 were treated. It says.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, you would be able to find those 3 names. You would be able to figure that out. It's going to take him some time. He's not going to know it, air quote, today, but yes, you can find that information.
Okay.
That's just correlating data.
Cool.
I'm going to say one name that you can find is because I don't remember killing him. I feel like he might have opened the amphora, but Jeff said he didn't. So
Oh, no. The dickhead that would have opened it if Gokhan didn't do it. I already know who you're going to say.
who am I going to say?
That guy, right?
Oh,
The one who was trying to shoehorn in on Gokhan's video or whatever. The one who wanted to be the
Yeah. Just say
the
his
center
name.
of attention.
I'll tell you if it was him.
no, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about. No, I was talking about the ostensibly team leader because I don't know if he died. The actual Chechen war veteran.
It starts with a T.
Yeah, Timur.
Timur. Not the big guy.
Not the scary
Or
guy.
was that Timur?
I mean, he's a pretty scary guy.
See the guy riffing on us in the car when we were out on our way out there?
I don't
Is that what we
remember.
were talking about?
There were 2.
Is that the one that Rassam tried to charm or something?
Probably, yeah. I can't remember if I feel like he died.
Did
but
one guy only have one arm?
Timur.
Timur only had one arm?
Yeah.
I felt like he died. I thought it was there was a big guy also that it was like an explosive. Or maybe Timur was the explosive expert. I don't remember.
Timur was.
I don't know.
One arm
I went back and listened to it.
Well, that's why I
and you
thought it
said
was-
everybody came in and you didn't specify who was there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I was pretty sure everybody went in. The only people that left the actual area were the 2 of us, and we closed the door behind us.
Yep. I'm going to say you do see that Timur was brought here and treated.
Okay. Does it show that he was released?
Yes.
Do we get a home address?
No.
Alternative contact? No.
This dude's a Chechen fighter. I'm surprised he came in under a real name.
Oh, for the shop.
Any other information other than he was here and released?
Treated for lacerations, abrasions, signed out under his own recognizance, refused additional medical treatment.
I'm sure this place has cameras. Would it be any use going back for footage for previous dates?
okay, he was documented as having abrasions,
Yeah.
not chewed into hamburger.
Well,
Is that your official diagnosis, doctor?
I don't know.
It is a technical term.
I was
Yes.
to say I don't know that chewed into hamburger is exactly what you would say there, Doogie Howser, but
No, but neither is abrasions.
The guy making it up isn't really good at making up the medical side of things, I guess.
well, no. I mean, you would be diagnosed with abrasions and lacerations. You'd be surprised how clinical it would be.
Right, but somebody that was at least partially flayed would be listed as massive trauma.
Fair.
Is that what we take from this, or did he come in with some scratches?
How good's Albini's first aid?
fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, base.
that's what I thought.
Well, I mean, that's part
What's
of
his medicine score?
No base.
Well, there you go.
No, but he could ask Warner.
You could. Are there pictures?
No.
With this file?
Yeah, probably
I'm going to
just be-
assume that's way
notes.
too modern of a setting for a war torn situation.
That's why initially when we went in under pretenses
Those were
of
good.
relief aid, I wanted to try to investigate under like a skin-eating virus or something like that, so we could actually try to tie those symptoms in with something, find out who those patients were.
We're going in with an emphasis on necrosis.
I mean, we know that there were people who brought in on this day with wounds that would have been consistent with this attack. We can reference how that was documented.
Now we're getting somewhere. I'm going to say you ping another name. This one is in the hospital still, recovering from severe lacerations, extensive medical trauma. Jeff.
He's got Doogie Howser syndrome. Okay.
Yeah. He is, quote, hamburger meat. Which, let me tell you, Muslims really love hamburger meat, Jeff.
Muslims don't eat pork, not beef.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Just wait and
That's
see.
Hindu.
Just wait and see if you said anything.
Them cows are fair game.
I'm like, as I started saying, I'm like, it's pork, Cody, not beef. But I'm like, no, we're just going to go ahead and say it and just see if they say anything. Just see if they just accept it. Because if it had been Lucas would have said, uh-huh.
I don't think any human could live having to revere both cows and pigs sacred.
I don't know. They eat a lot of goat. A lot of lamb.
A lot of tuna fish. A lot of tuna fish sandwiches.
All right. Who got Doogie Howser? Come on. Give me a name.
It's Majid, the old man.
Oh.
He's under a different name.
Then how'd I get him?
Because Jeff said something about looking for other people admitted on that date with a particular set of
Got ya.
of.
What's the name?
He's under the he would probably be under Hassoun, which was the grandniece's name, the last name.
Got ya. So he's acting. Then is she there as well? The same name? Two people with Hassoun?
You don't see her as having been admitted. No.
Remind me, what did the old man do at Rassam's?
He was the butler.
The butler. Okay.
Yeah.
And his granddaughter was the girl we talked to.
Yeah, she was the one who
yeah.
thought everything was like.
Yeah.
Calling him a wizard or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And the butler is the one who knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always the butler.
Motherfucker. And he's still there.
Yep. He's an old dude,
I would relay that information.
and he has hamburglar disease. Flesh eating hamburglar helper.
He got Captain Dan legs.
What room?
Room number...
Captain Dan or Lieutenant Dan?
Lieutenant Dan. Okay.
Like, what happened to Captain Dan's legs?
This whole time he's been getting around Mosul in a wheelchair. How weird is that?
That sucker better have off-road tires.
Fucking Halo jumping out in a wheelchair.
I just see it like Lieutenant Dan as like a pirate. So it's just the motorized scooter that he's like cosplayed into a boat. Like he's going around.
Nice.
Oh, man. Okay. He's in room 23 in the West Ward.
Works for me. Y'all motherfuckers can world build every once in a while.
I did.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Cool. Anybody else?
No, nobody else who found that you were looking.
What about on the 27th?
He found the names that you wanted him to find.
Oh, okay.
He knows who those people are. I don't have.
Oh, and they
I don't
have
have
been
names on
discharged.
hand. Correct.
Okay.
Minor lacerations and abrasions. No need to stay overnight. The little checkbox that says massive trauma. It was not checked this time.
I just envisioned like, you know, how hurt you are based on your pit boy.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. It's just an imprint of what they look like.
It's the slight frowny face with a couple of marks. It's not like the X over the eyes with like 3 missing limbs. No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not at that point.
On a scale of 1 to 10, please tell me your pain.
Okay.
So there you go.
Information provided to the people at the hospital.
Let's go see if Hamburger can talk.
If you go to Majid's room, you see the elderly man that you would have seen from the video, hooked up to oxygen respirator, machines beeping,
Conscious?
lucid. I mean, semi-lucid. He starts rambling, speaking a bunch of names that you don't necessarily know. Who is there? Is it you? And he just starts naming off various people.
What's the official name of this god of war again?
Shagash was one of the ancient names. Sagasu, Shagash.
Sagash. I'll just say that name.
He's kind of rolling around, and you see him sort of try to look and fixate on you, but it's like his eyes won't focus. He's staring in that direction, squinting very hard, trying to figure out who you might be.
We're trying to help.
Who is it? Who is there?
Friends.
Tell him it's the niece.
I
Don't forget that they were in communication with the cowboys. At least Rassam was.
What was the name of the cowboy that we talked to, that Mary talked to? What's his name?
It was
Sloan?
Sloan.
Yeah.
Sloan.
Essentially, my goal is to give you potential workarounds to saying the Americans, which is how they described us. Which is how Rassam described us. Just go and draw the elder sign next to him. See how he reacts.
Oh, God. Rassam protected this information. He was trying to prevent this from being released. We're trying to help, trying to put things back the way they were.
Yes, Tariq. Rassam, yes, he was, and he begins talking about the University of Mosul, and he begins talking about, make me a history roll, Daniel. He begins talking about events in and around Mosul.
Yeah. 18?
Pass?
Under 50.
He starts talking about things that Rassam has done, but you're not sure when these happened, but you realize that the circumstances and kind of what he's talking around about it, he's talking about something that happened 3 or 4 decades ago. His frame of mind is not, he's not very cognizant right now of what you're asking. Your question has sent him to talking about like things that he and Rassam were doing in the 70s. Yeah.
Okay. The amphora. Do you know of it?
What was the name of it? Something to do with blood.
The Throne of Blood?
Throne of Blood.
Throne of Blood, yeah.
That was the name of the amphora?
I thought it was. Or am I confusing names?
Throne of Blood is a name. I didn't think that was the name of the amphora. I could be wrong.
Make a human roll.
Oh, this is probably not going to pass. No, 54. No pass.
Can I make it also?
Yeah, Throne of Blood. And
Is
it
it?
is the amphora.
Okay.
Who all is there? Just so I kind of know.
Werner, the 3 of us.
Yeah.
So Jennifer, Werner, and Olsen.
Jennifer could probably make it.
Yeah.
So on the fail, he begins rambling about some mythological, ancient archaeological connection to some blood god. You've lost him. It's a bit like talking to a grandparent. You're going to have to focus him if you want any consistent questions, because you got to remember he was with this guy for like 5 or 6 decades.
Did the granddaughter live?
We've seen no sign of it so far.
What was her name again?
We had the last name.
Asud is the name that he's under. I don't think it's a granddaughter either. I think it was a grandniece, maybe.
It was a niece.
Niece or a grandniece, something like that.
I don't remember if we actually got those names in a...
I'll say that name. Assume. Is she okay?
He babbles about some more people that you don't recognize. It's a family name, and he starts talking about family lineage, but he's mentioning people that you don't believe are the niece. Again, it's like he's stuck 20, 30 years ago. I would allow another human to see if you can sort of like get him on track.
67 under 70.
Nice.
Okay. As you kind of sit there and sort of like calm him down and try and get into kind of a rhythm, you can, his eyes start to focus and he seems to like be a little bit more cognizant of what's going on. The hospital. Yes, it is. Yes. Mosul. I'm in Mosul. It's still under siege. Yes, the Americans.
Trying to help. Trying to put it back.
Put it back. The destruction is too much. I don't know how anyone could put it back, even in such a war-torn area as this. This country of great violent past, violent present, worse future. He kind of rambles unless you keep him on track.
The amphora, the god of war. Rassam's work.
Yes, the artifacts.
Yes.
The throne of blood. It was cursed. Yes.
It's been released.
No, he wouldn't allow that. He only did dark acts for good. Master Rassam would never allow that.
What dark acts?
I've seen him. He healed my sister once. He buries things. He keeps them safe.
Over your mic.
You can lift the mic up.
I looked back and I was like, I don't see where he asked that question.
I really want to draw the sign for him, but I don't know what it'll do. Wait, we have the container, right? Mary has that.
The lid? The lid or the little bullshit container we tried to make?
The little bullshit container we tried to make that has the symbol on
Just
it.
ask him, will this work?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll hold it up and show it to him.
Was the elder sign on the outside or the inside?
The elder sign is in the lid.
Of
The lid. Yeah. So
We put the elder sign on the inside of the lid.
No, I mean the one that we found. The lid to the amphora. Was it on the inside or the
Yeah,
outside?
it was on
I
the
think
inside.
it's on the inside of
So
the
he's
stuff.
never seen it.
yeah. But if Rassam drew it,
Something tells me Rassam didn't draw that.
No. That motherfucker was put in there exactly how it was found. And locked up so nobody could touch the damn thing.
did Rassam teach these dark magics to anyone else?
No, it's he did good. He protected people. I don't understand.
Rassam is gone.
Human.
You go ahead if you haven't rolled it yet. I've done both of them.
17 under 44.
You're not sure if he's conscientiously avoiding that thought or not, but it definitely was not. You would know from seeing the video. There's almost no way he doesn't know that happened. He would have seen the violence. He would have,
Yeah, he watched him get shot in the face.
Right, but it is
We watched him watch him get shot in the face.
right, and
yeah.
there's some significant disassociation at what is going on here.
Yeah.
which may or may not psychologically be one reason why he's talking about things in the past. But yeah, you definitely have.
What about psychotherapy?
If someone has it,
I actually have it.
okay. What's your
Do
skill?
Do you have it? I have it 50.
10.
I have it 50.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ!
You're a therapist.
No, you would know he's absolutely disassociating with everything that's going on.
Okay.
100%. If you want to try and
Bring him back.
yeah, no, that would help with the discussion. Psychotherapy for sure.
Can I was gonna say, can that role have been my psychotherapy role instead of human? But
And it's not necessarily that your role is a fail. You realize that this guy has endured severe physical and psychological trauma, and like even getting what you've got out of him, like this guy needs days, weeks of therapy, of rehab, of like you could keep coming back and try and get more out of him, but you know that it's going to be a struggle to get anything concrete. He will, once you start talking about Rassam, he talks about Rassam a lot, but it's hard to separate fact from what do I want to say? I don't want to say fiction, but fact from.
it's hard to establish a timeline of where the fact is from.
Right. Not only that, but it's not necessarily all facts. It's his impressions. It's very emotionally charged, all the stuff that he's saying. So like you really need to he needs to heal in a number of different ways, and you're not going to get that in a 15-minute conversation.
Right.
So make a good roll, make a couple of passes, say the right things. Maybe you can get some more, but to really interview him is going to take probably days of work.
We don't have that kind of time.
Because you can even see that he's becoming catatonic again. He's fading back out. You know where he is. You know he's not going anywhere. But you would need a slightly different tactic, or to get lucky, or to have a very pointed question. If you were like, hey, I really want him to answer this, you might be able to make him lucid enough to answer a question or two. But if you're wanting a massive info dump of everything Rassam did for the last 50 years, you're going to have to spend days with him to do that.
Yeah.
Is there a phone in the room?
Probably.
I'm going to put a radio transmitting bug on it before we leave the room.
He's not going to complain. He's now talking about, I don't know enough about history in and around Iraq, but I would be making some sort of thing, saying something about the Iraqi equivalent of...
Woodstock.
Right, exactly.
We're going to radio in that the hospital was a dead end. Try to get rendezvous coordinates.
That ain't the way to have fun, son. That ain't the way to have fun, son.
Our title track, Mama Told Me Not to Come, composed by friend of the podcast Ian Shannon, with additional vocals by Lucas Patterson and Cody Grady. You can find more of Ian's work at sleepfortheweary.com. Like what you heard? Check out more episodes online at rancorsbrothel.com, YouTube, or anywhere you can download podcasts. Enjoy talking nerdy? Follow the podcast with other listeners on the Fans of the Rancors Brothel Facebook page. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes. Much love, everybody.
It is, I don't want to see. Mama told